Is my voice clear? Clear, voice clear, okay? Okay, okay. Once again, very good morning to all of you. Meet again in our Hatha Yoga session. This will be our last class online, basically. And next week onwards, I'm so excited to see all of you in live sessions. And so today we will be focusing on certain aspect of a bit of something that I've rarely thought, like sila mudras la vandittu paapom. We'll look into mudras and some asanas that will help to enhance the experience of these mudras. Some asanas that will help to enhance the experience of mudras. Since we looked into, since I sang Muruga பத்தி பாடினனால, முருகனை பத்தி பாடினனால, so Shanmukhi Mudra இது பார்ப்போம். And then we can also look into Kechari Mudra. I will look into Kechari Mudra. So this type of mudras we'll look into, and then we'll do certain asanas related to this also to end our online session strongly. Okay, so sit in a comfortable position, keep your back straight, close your eyes, relax your shoulders. Now keep your shoulders relaxed, and then look up slightly. Even though your eyes are closed, but look up slightly. Even though your eyes are closed, but look up slightly. Relax the space in between your eyebrows, and then let go of yourself. Take few deep inhalation and exhalation. Take few deep inhalation and exhalation. Inhale and exhale. When you exhale, exhale out more than you inhale. By exhaling more, you'll be able to bring your mind to a state of relaxation. By inhaling more, you will be energizing yourself. By exhaling more, you will be relaxing yourself. So when we are trying to prepare for the practice of asana, you must always try to exhale more. When we are trying to prepare for yoga asanas or yoga practices, we have to relax more by breathing, by exhaling more. So by exhaling more, you'll be able to relax more, and by relaxing more, you will be able to better concentrate during the practice or routines of yoga. There will not be much disturbances in the mind. So continue inhaling and then exhaling. Continue inhaling and exhaling. And tell your mind you're going to spend the next 1.5 hours or 2 hours for the practice of yoga, for the practice that will empower yourself, for the practice that will help to rejuvenate your physical body, your mental body, and your spiritual body. The complete practice of yoga consistently will elevate a man from the state of ordinary to extraordinary. ஒரு சாதாரண நிலையிலிருந்து உயர்ந்த நிலைக்கு உயர்த்தக்கூடிய ஒரு கருவி வந்துட்டு யோகா. From state of ordinary to extraordinary. When it is practiced consistently, there is a benefit that it will bring to each practitioner. Now you must remind yourself again and again, why am I doing this practice? To find out the very purpose of me being in this earth. Why am I giving this opportunity to be born as a human being? What can I do? How do I realize my inner potential? How do I know about my true self? This is the practice of yoga. Breathing in, breathing out. In, out. Open your eyes. Extend your feet forward. Inhale, toes forward. Exhale towards your body. Pavanmuktasana. Inhale, feet forward. Feet. exhale towards your body. Inhale, feet forward, exhale towards your body. Legs slightly apart, toes pointed at each other. Inhale, rotate all the way towards the sides and then exhale to the center. From the inside, inhale, rotate all the way towards the sides and then exhale to the center. Bring the feet together. Ankle rotation clockwise, anti-clockwise, the other way around. Stop, toes pointed towards your body, hands on your knees. Inhale, engage your kneecap. Exhale, release. Inhale, engage your kneecap until the heels are off the ground. Exhale, release. Now bend your right leg, interlock your fingers, place it behind your right thigh. Inhale, straighten up your right leg. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, right side. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale on top of your left thigh. Right hand on your right knee. Inhale, press your knee down. Exhale, bring it close towards your chest. Inhale, press your knee down. Exhale, bring it close towards your chest. Do a hip rotation clockwise. Anti-clockwise, the other way around. Stop, extend the legs forward. Now bend your left leg, interlock your fingers, place it behind your left thigh. Inhale, straighten up your left leg. Exhale, opposite direction. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, left side. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale on top of your right thigh. Left hand on your left knee. Inhale, press your knee down. Exhale, bring it close towards your chest. Inhale, press your knee down. Exhale, bring it close towards your chest. Do a hip rotation clockwise. Anti-clockwise, the other way around. Smile. Extend the legs forward. Bring the soles of your feet together. Titalyasana, up, down. Stop, hands on your knees, elbows pointed upwards. Keep your spine straight. Inhale, press your knee down, press, 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 exhale, release. Once again, inhale, press your knee down, press, press, exhale, release. Extend your legs forward, release your left leg, pull, hands up, arms up. Inhale, exhale, bring your fingers close towards your wrist. Inhale, bring your palms up. Exhale, bring it close towards your wrist. Inhale, bring your palms up, your thumb in, cover up your thumb using the rest of your fingers. Do a wrist rotation clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Hands on your shoulders. Elbow in line with your shoulder. Inhale, open up with resistance, like someone is trying to stop you from opening up. Exhale, closing in with resistance, like someone is trying to stop you from closing in. Now bring your elbows together. Inhale, up, rotate all the way towards the sides. Interlock your fingers behind your back, open up your chest, look up. Exhale, all the way down towards the center. From downwards, inhale, rotate all the way towards the sides. Interlock your fingers behind your back, open up your chest, look up. Exhale, all the way up towards the center. Now your neck. All the way up, all the way down, to the center, to the right, to the center, to the left, to the center, till to the right, to the center, till to the left, to the center. Now make a circle clockwise, anti-clockwise. Steady, keep your neck straight. Now eye exercise, interlock your fingers, thumbs up. Now eyes focus on your thumb. All the way up, all the way down, to the center. Do not move the neck. To the right, bend the right elbow. To the right, to the center, bend the left elbow. To the left, to the center. Make a circle clockwise, eyes follow your thumb. Anti-clockwise, the other way around. To the center. Inhale, exhale, bring your fingers close towards the tip of your nostril. Both of your eyes focus at the tip of your nostril. Inhale, bring it back to the center. Exhale, place it at the space in between your eyebrows. Both eyes focus upwards. Apply a light pressure at the space in between your eyebrows. Shambhavi Mudra. Release, relax. Up, Hatha Yoga Surya Namaskar. No. Legs slightly apart, toes pointed forward. Relax your shoulders. Namaskar Mudra. Close your eyes. Do your prayers. Thank the universe, your parents, your fellow practitioners, your teachers, the nature for giving you the opportunity to practice, for giving you good health, prosperity, and happiness. Pray for the well-being of all the people in this world. With that, open your eyes. Breathing in, sideways up. Breathing out towards the center of your chest. Breathing in, stretch forward all the way back. Breathing out all the way down. Head down completely. Now bring the right leg all the way back. Right knee down, right feet down. Left knee projecting. Inhale, open up your chest. Ashwasanchalasana. Hands down, exhaling. Parvatasana, mountain posture. Now you hold your breath. Bring your knees down, your chest in between your palms and your chin down. Astangasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, below the navel point, completely flat on the ground. Exhale, Shashankasana, sit on your heels. This is moon posture. Inhale, up, Ardhriyasana, cat posture. Look up, on your toes, knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Now bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Left knee down, left feet down. Project the right knee forward. Inhale, open up your chest. Aswasanchalasana, equestrian pose. Hands down, left leg forward. Keep your legs slightly apart. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale all the way down. Left leg all the way back. Left knee down, left feet down. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg all the way back. Knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Now you hold your breath. Knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, up, Marjari Asana. Exhale, Parvata Asana. Left leg forward. Left leg forward. Right knee down, right feet down. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg forward. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale all the way down. Right leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, left leg all the way back. Knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Now hold your breath. Knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, up, Marjariasana. Exhale, Parvata Asana. Now you bring your right leg forward. Left knee down, left feet down. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, left leg forward. Keep a slight gap in between your legs. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale, all the way down. Left leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg all the way back. Knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Now you hold your breath. Knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Sit on your heels. Inhale up, Marjariyasana, cat posture. On your toes, knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Now you bring the left leg forward in between your hands. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg forward, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale all the way down, right leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, left leg all the way back, knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Hold your breath, knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, up, Marjariyasana. Exhale, Parvata Asana. Now bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, left leg forward, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale all the way down. Left leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg all the way back. Knee up, exhaling, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Hold your breath, knee down, chest down, and your chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, up, Marjariyasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Right leg forward. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, left leg forward. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale all the way down, left leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Hold your breath, knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, up, Marjariyasana. Exhale, Parvata Asana. Left leg forward. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg forward, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back, fast one. Exhale, all the way down, right leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, Parvata Asana, mountain posture. Hold your breath, knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Sasankasana. Inhale, up, Marjariyasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Right leg forward. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, left leg forward. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale, all the way down. Last one. Left leg all the way back. Inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, Parvatasana, mountain posture. Hold your breath, knee down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Sasankasana. Inhale up, Marjariyasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Left leg forward. Inhale, open up your chest. Hands down, right leg forward. Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, up all the way back. Exhale to the center of your chest. Inhale, sideways up. Exhale to the center of your chest. Release, relax. Drink water if you want to. Prepare for Ashtanga Surya Namaskar A. Prepare for Ashtanga Surya Namaskar A. Samastitihi. Keep your feet together. Engage your shin and calf. Pull in your abdomen. Project your chest forward. Keep your spine straight. Hands at the side of your hip. Look forward. This is Samastiti. Standing equally on all four sides. Front and back, right and left. Now inhale. Raise your hands above your head in a straight line. Look up. Exhaling all the way down. Hands at the side of your feet. Head down completely. Inhaling, raise your head up. Bend your knees until your hands are completely touching the ground. Spread out your fingers. Jump out or bring your right leg and left leg all the way back. Lower your body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Utpa Mukha Shavanasana. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Straight hands. Come up. Knees off the ground. Adho Mukha Shavanasana. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Now you breathe 5 times. You breathe. Now you take a look at your alignment. Are you doing it correctly or not? Bring your awareness from the tip of the toes to the tip of your fingers. See if the feet is firmly planted on the ground, the heels are firmly planted on the ground, are the feet aligned straight, is the knee engaged, is the back of the knee engaged, how's your thigh, is the sitting bone pointing upwards towards the sky, pull in your abdomen slightly, project your chest towards the space in between your legs. Elongate your spine and elongate your neck towards the space in between your hands. Spread out your fingers, press your palm firmly to the ground. Keep your elbows straight, shoulders strong. Now you breathe deeply. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale, hands at the side. Go down, exhale. Come up, inhale. Look up, Samasthitihi, exhale. Second one, Ashtanga Surya Namaskar, A. Breathing in, raise your hands above your head. Breathing out all the way down. Breathing in, raise your head up. Bend your knees until your hands are completely touching the ground. Jump out or bring your right leg and left leg all the way back. Lower your body, Chaturanga. Inhaling upward, facing. Exhaling downward, facing. Now once again you breathe. Deeply you breathe. Remember your alignments. What you need to do. Remind yourself again and again. Bringing awareness about the right action that we should perform during a situation. For an example, during the execution of asana, am I doing the right actions or not? If I'm doing the right actions, if you train yourself to do the right action during the execution of asanas, it will reflect in our day-to-day life. In any situation, we'll always strive to do the right action only, the best action only. That's how asana teaches you about how to conduct our day-to-day life. நம்மளோட ஒவ்வொரு நாள் வாழ்க்கையை வந்துட்டு எப்படி சரியான முறையில் வந்துட்டு வாழ்றதுன்றது வந்துட்டு இந்த நம்ம ஆசனா செய்யும் போது சரியான அலைன்மெண்டோட செஞ்சாதான் இது வந்து நமக்கு கற்றுக் கொடுக்கும். That is why asanas alignments are important. The right execution of the asana will bring greater benefits off the mat. What you do on the mat will help you off the mat. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Come up, inhale. Samasthitihi, exhale. Now you do third one. Third one, Samasthitihi. Breathing in, raise your hands above your head. Breathing out all the way down. Breathing in, raise your head up. Bend your knees, jump out or bring your right leg and left leg all the way back. Lower your body, Chaturanga Dandasana. Udva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breathe now once again 5 times you breathe. Inhale, exhale. Now pull in your abdomen slightly so that the breath is concentrated on the chest area, which is exactly the area that we want to empower, the chest area. 1. Feel the expansion of the lungs, the rib cage when you deep breathe, when you breathe deeply. 3. 4. 5. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Come up, inhale. Samasthitihi, exhale. Fourth one, Samasthitihi. Fourth one. Inhale, raise your hands above your head. Exhale all the way down. Head down completely. Inhale, raise your head up. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Udva Mukha Svanasana, inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, exhale. Downward facing dog. Once again, you breathe deeply. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 1. 3. Straight knee. Keep your knees engaged. 2. 3. 4. 5. Look up slightly, jump in it up. Inhale. Go down. Exhale. Come up. Inhale. Samastitihi. Exhale. Last one. Last one. Ashtanga Surya Namaskar. Last one. Last one. Ashtanga Surya Namaskar. Samastitihi. Breathing in, raise your hands above your head. Breathing out all the way down. Breathing in, raise your head up. Breathing out, Chaturanga Dandasana. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Now breathe. 5 times you breathe. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. Look up slightly. Jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up. Inhale. Go down. Exhale. Come up. Inhale. Samastitihi. Exhale. Release. Relax. Bring whatever you want to. Prepare for Ashtanga Surya Namaskar B. Ashtanga Surya Namaskar B. Samastitihi. Keep your feet together. Get your shin calf. Pull in your abdomen. Project your chest forward. Look forward. Breathing in, raise your hands above your head. Sorry. Breathing in, go down, touch, come up, Utkatasana. Inhale. Go down. Exhale. Head down completely. Inhaling, raise your head up. Bend your knees until your hands are touching the ground. Jump out or bring your right leg and left leg all the way back. Lower your body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing. Now bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Your left feet flat, 45 degrees. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Inhale. Bring your hands down, right leg all the way back. Lower your body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing. Now left leg, you bring it forward. Inhale, up, Virabhadrasana. Exhaling, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling upward. Exhaling downward. Breathe deeply 5 times. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Look up slightly. Bend your knees, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Keep your feet together, head up. Inhale. Go down. Exhale. Utkatasana, inhale. Samastitihi, exhale. Release. Second one. Samastitihi, keep your feet together. Second one, Ashtanga Surya Namaskar B. Go down, come up, Utkatasana, inhale. Go down, exhale. Head down completely, hands at the sides. Raising your head up, inhale. Bend your knees until hands are touching the ground. Jump out or bring your right leg and left leg all the way back. Lower your body, Chaduranga. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Bring your hands down, right leg all the way back. Lower your body. Inhaling upward, facing. Exhaling downward, facing. Now bring the left leg forward, right feet 45 degrees. Inhale, up. Virabhadrasana. Exhaling Chadur Angadandasana. Left leg all the way back, lower your body. Inhaling upward, facing. Exhaling downward, facing. Now breathe deeply. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One, two, three, four, five. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Utkatasana, inhale. Samastitihi, exhale. Third one, Ashtanga Surya Namaskar B. Third one, Samastitihi. Utkatasana, inhale. Go down, exhale. Raise your head up, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha Shavana, inhale. Adho Mukha Shavana, exhale. Now you bring the right leg forward. Your left feet flat, 45 degrees. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Exhaling, Chaduranga Dandasana. Inhaling upward. Exhaling downward. Left leg forward. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. Breathe now 5 times. 5 times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 5 times deep inhalation, exhalation. Concentrate the breath on the chest region. Pull in your abdomen slightly so that the breath is concentrated on the chest region. One, two, three, four, five. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Utkatasana, inhale. Samastitihi, exhale. Fourth one. Samastitihi, fourth one. Utkatasana, inhale. Go down, exhale. Raise your head up, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Left leg forward. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Yes, you breathe now deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Utkatasana, inhale. Samastitihi, exhale. Last one. Last one, Astanga Surya Namaskar B. Last one. Utkatasana, inhale. Go down, exhale. Raise your head up, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Right leg forward. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Left leg. Virabhadrasana, inhale. Chaduranga Dandasana, exhale. Udvamukha, inhale. Adhomukha, exhale. Breathe now 5 times you breathe. Yes. Inhale, exhale deeply. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look up slightly, jump in or bring your right leg and left leg forward. Head up, inhale. Go down, exhale. Utkatasana, inhale. Samasthiti, exhale. Release, relax. Drink a bit of water. Don't take your phone. All right. So we'll do a few asanas first. Few asanas, some hip opener asanas to open up the body so that it prepares you for other for a seated position. Basically, when you're trying to do mudras, any practice related to mudras, you must ensure that you can sit comfortably. Comfortable on the number sit panna mudiyum, okara mudiyum. So that's what we are actually going to do today. We are going to loosen up the parts below the waistline, so that you'll be able to sit comfortably. During the practice of pranayama, when you are trying to practice pranayama, or when you're trying to practice mudras, or when you're trying to practice meditative techniques, what's most important is maintaining steady posture, what Patanjali calls as Stiram Sugam Asanam. So maintaining a steady posture, a steady and comfortable posture. If the steady or comfortable posture is not attained, when you don't feel comfortable, your mind will be focusing on the discomfort instead of your practice. நம்ம இப்போ ஒரு பிராணாயாமா practiceல இறங்குறோம்னா அந்த பிராணாயாமால வந்துட்டு கவனம் இருக்காது. We will not be able to concentrate on the pranayama, on the breathing techniques. Instead, we will be focusing on the discomfort that we are actually experiencing on the leg. So it's very important that after your after you do your Pawan Muktasana and then you do your Surya Namaskar, அது செஞ்சு முடிச்ச பிறகு, and then you do some hip openers, and then the postures that will help you to sit steadily, like keeping your spine straight, and also posture that will open up the lower parts of the body, which is below the waistline. So let us do some postures related to that, and then we will look into those mudras shortly. And first one is one of my very favorite posture, classical posture, something that one of the first few asanas that I learned in my life. One of the first few asanas. This is Akarna Dhanurasana. Akarna Dhanurasana. Akarna Dhanurasana means என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, Karna means is ear, Dhanura means is bow. So what they call is this, like a pulling bow, pulling bow, like trying to pull the bow like that. Where you are trying to pull the bow, you are trying to pull the bow all the way near the ears. Karna means ear. Dhanur means bow. So the posture is done like this. You will extend the legs forward in Dhanurasana. I will show you. There will be few variations of this. So the first one will be like this. Extend your legs forward. Now you can either lean forward and try to get hold of your left big toe, or you just go as much as you can up to the front. If you feel uncomfortable to hold your big toe, just hold your ankle or hold near the shin over here, and then bend this right leg. Once you bend this right leg, use your right hand to get hold of your right big toe. Once you get hold of your right big toe, close the thumb. The top of the thumb will be closing, the top of the big toe, like that. Always hold like this. When you are moving into position to hold the big toe, don't hold like this with the thumb here. Thumb has to be on top so that you have better grip, like that. So you hold like that. And from that position, this is also to protect the big toe. If you hold like this, then there is no proper support for the big toe. It can get injured. But when you hold like this, then there is a firm grip for the big toe. So from here, inhale, and then when you exhale, you will inhale, and then when you exhale, you bend this knee towards the opposite direction, towards that direction, like you're trying to move the knee forward, like that, knee forward. and then you bring it close towards the ears by pulling the shoulder back. Pull the shoulder back like that. Don't do this. Like you are trying to maintain the shoulders here. You are trying to pull. Like if you see a bow, you will pull the bow back. You cannot um, pull uh, without pulling the bow back like that. So you have to pull the shoulders back like that so that you can really pull the leg. So I will show you the other angle here. Very good hip opener. Also very good for the ladies. It's very good for the ladies for the pelvic health. So here, pull back. So you can see my shoulder went all the way back. The shoulder went all the way back like that. It does not, I don't hold here like that. So if I holding the big toe here, so I'll hold all the way back like that. Like that you do. So really pull and stretch all the way back like that. Really pull and then stretch all the way back like that. Okay. Right side, left side you will do. So right side and left side. Once you do this, the second variation is slightly more advanced. Shortly I'll give you instruction, then you do together. So what you do? The same thing. You'll bring the right shoulder in. Now from this position, you bring your left hand, then surround it like that. Surround it like that, and then keep your hand like that in this position. So I'll show from the front like that. Bring the right leg up and then bring it close. Once again, knee project forward and then bring it close and then surround it, and then keep it like that in that position. Same goes to the other side. Akarna Dhanurasanas variation. And do this first, then we go see other postures. Extend the legs forward. Left hand, you can try to grab hold of your left big toe. And then bend the right knee, lift up. This knee, project forward, and then pull back as far back as possible. Pull, stretch as far back as possible. Stay. Pull, continuously pull. Make sure the thumb is closing up. 1, put it near the ears. காது கிட்ட இருக்கிற மாதிரி பேசுற மாதிரி செல்போன் பேசுற மாதிரி 2 phone பேசுற மாதிரி 3 pull back some more 4 5 6 7 8 some more one last pull 9 10 release. Now the other side. Right hand, hold your right big toe. Left hand, bend the left knee, holding the left big toe. From this position, lift, then pull back. Put your feet close towards the ears, like that. Pull back. 1, 2, continuously pull throughout the. Don't bring the ears to the feet. Bring the feet to the ears. So pull back continuously. Lean back and pull back. 4, 5, 6, some more. 7, 8, 9, one last pull. 10. Release the position. Now right leg. You take your right leg once again. Bend the right leg. Take the right leg once again. Use your left hand to hold the front of your right ankle. Now push until the hand goes to the back of the body. Back of the head like that. In that position. And then place your hand on top. Left hand on top of your left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, spine straight, 8, 2 more, 9, 10. Release the position. That's very good. Switch the other side. The other side. Do the other side. Straight away do the other side. Lock, lift the other side. Yes. Lift, lock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the position. Now, another good posture to relieve the area below the waistline is Garudasana. So, Supta Garudasana is lying down Garudasana. You can you can lie down and then bring the leg crossing each other. So, I will show first. So, you lie down like this in this position. See me first, and then you will bring the right leg and then cross it over towards the left side. Cross it over towards the left side, and then you cross once again on top like that. You see here. So I will show from the side like that. Right leg, cross it over towards the left side like that, and then bring the left leg up and then cross it over towards the opposite side. Now it will be crossed like that. So if you feel uncomfortable, just cross over once and then just keep it as close as possible to one another. If you feel comfortable, then you cross the other side also. So now it will be in Garudasana position. From this position, you try to straighten up the leg as much as you can from the cross position. If you're not doing the cross position, if your leg is like this, then just straighten up like that, keeping the leg as close as possible, squeezing the pelvic floor inwards like that. Using the pelvic floor inwards like that. So you're keeping it like that, and then you try to straighten up as much as you can like that. Now from this position, you bring the leg up in a straight line like that. Bring the leg up in a straight line, in a squeezed position. Bring the leg up in a straight position like that. So once again, I repeat, from this position, right leg on top of your left thigh, and left hand, bring it on top of your right ankle. Once it's crossed over, straighten the legs, and then you will stay for a number of count. And then from here, you will lift up as much as possible. Use your hand to support if you want, and then bring it up, and then stay in this position, squeezing the leg in. It's very intense, but you stay in this posture for 8 counts, and then we will switch to the other side like that. Okay, lie down. This is Supta Garudasana, lying down Garudasana. Garuda means eagle. Not exactly eagle, but those days it is called, it's like the big eagle, mythological eagle. Nowadays, the closest bird is eagle. Now, bend both your knees, right leg on top of your left leg. And then you cross over like what I said just now. Lift up the left leg and then cross over. Now, from this position, straighten the knee downwards as much as possible. Keep that position. 1, squeeze the leg and keep that position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhaling, lift up. Use your hands to support your leg. It will be very intense. So use your hands to support your leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bring the leg down and then release the. Now left leg on top. The other side you do. Left leg on top, squeeze. And then straighten your leg downwards. Place hands at the side of your hips. And squeeze the leg downwards. 1, 2, as much as you can, you do. Effort is important. 3, 4, what you can, you do. One day it will come. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bring both your legs up towards the sky. Stay in that position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Release the position. Bring down the legs. Now bring in lying down position. Bring both your legs in a 45 degrees angle. Bring both your legs in a 45-degree angle. Keep the knee straight and point your heel towards the sky. Keep the knee straight, point your heel towards the sky. Your knee should be in line with your waistline. 90 degrees, yes. 90 degrees. Slightly even deeper than 90 degrees. Because when you go slightly deeper than 90 degrees, you will start relaxing and then it will go to 90 degrees eventually. So stay. 1 is also known as Viparita Karani. Very good posture for menstrual cramps and all those. 4, it's a modified version of Viparita Karani. 5, 6, 7. For the ladies, they should stay anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes. You can go against the wall and then stay. It's good. 6, 7, 8. Release the posture. Legs come down. Okay, come up to a seated position. Come up to a seated position. Okay. Enough for the asana. Done enough asana. Now, now you can assume any comfortable position. So like now, if you see, I'm assuming what is known as a Gomukasana. So you can assume this position, crossing the legs on top of each other, crossing the knees on top of each other. It's an ideal position, or whichever position that suits you. If you Siddha Asana, whatever position that suits better with you, you just assume. I've taught you seated position in the past, so just assume whatever. Sukhasana also can. Sukhasana. And then you're going to sit for some time, so make sure you feel comfortable in your sitting position. All right. Now, once that is done, now we will do first do what is known as Shanmukhi Mudra. Shanmukhi Mudra. Shanmukhi Mudra, I think I've also taught you last time. Shanmukhi Mudra na Shanmukha means 6 face. 6 face. Shanmukha means 6 face. So Shanmukhi or Shanmukha Mudra refers to Lord Muruga. Of course, in Hinduism, it refers to Lord Muruga. Shanmukha. Shanmukha means 6 face. 6 face. So Shanmukhi. So why it is known as Shanmukhi, because when you are executing the when you're executing the mudra also, you will be closing six senses, not six senses, six doors, sorry, that's the word, six doors, six dwara, they call it dwara, six doors where your senses escape outside, and wander around the world. It picks up everything around this world. So the practice of Shanmukhi Mudra helps to train your senses, எந்தெந்த விஷயங்களை வந்துட்டு நம்ம பிக்கப் பண்ணோம், எப்படி நம்மளோட. Now when you overutilize the senses, let's say for an example, if someone is spending a long time staring at something for a long time, staring at a computer for 18-20 hours a day, eventually the eyes may have some issues, may lose its power or something like that. Similarly, when our senses are not trained to look in the right way, what will happen is it will get drained out, or it will not be able to sustain its power. When you train the senses to look or to be used in a certain way, it will help to heighten its function. For an example, you will be able to see things that other people cannot see. You will be able to hear things that other people cannot hear. All this is mentioned in the Yoga Sutras. You will have heightened senses. This is known as what we studied even in the morning, we studied today. It's known as Indriya Siddhi. Indriya Siddhi means you have heightened senses. உங்களோட சென்சஸ்லாம் வந்துட்டு heightened ஆகும். heightenedனா இன்னும் enhanced ஆகும். You will be able to hear things that other people cannot hear. You will be able to hear the singing of the birds much more clearly. You will be able to hear the singing of the cockroach. ஏதாவது எல்லாமே விளங்கும். இவ்வளவு நாள் வந்துட்டு குருவி பாடுனது தான் கேட்டுச்சு உங்களுக்கு. இதுக்கு பிறகு பூச்சி பாடினது, மத்த இதெல்லாம் பாடுறதெல்லாம் கேட்க ஆரம்பிச்சோம். Why? Because we have heightened senses. You will be able to hear. This is mentioned in the Yoga Sutras. It is mentioned under, of course, Indriya Siddhi. Indriya means all your senses. So to enhance the senses, you have to train it the right way. So Shanmukhi Mudra helps to train your senses in the right way. What else? What are the other benefits? It helps to bring a sense of great calmness. Bravery build பண்ண ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும். braveryனா என்னது? fearlessness வரும். நமக்குள்ள வந்து ஒரு தைரியம் வரதுக்கு வந்துட்டு Shanmukhi Mudra வந்துட்டு ஹெல்ப் பண்ணும். It helps to remove troubles in our life. Now this is very true. When you can control your senses, this will really help you. தேவையில்லாத விஷயத்தை பார்க்காம, தேவையில்லாத விஷயத்தை பேசாம, தேவையில்லாத விஷயத்தை சாப்பிடாம இருந்தோமா, நிறைய பாதி பெர்சன் அதிலேயே போயிடும். ஆமா இல்லையா? If you eat the right thing, if you see the right thing, if you hear the right thing, half of your problems in life will be gone already. That is why Shanmukha Mudra is also referring to it will help to remove all the troubles in your life. It will avoid all the troubles in life, because when you train your senses to do only the right thing, then it will help to bring only blessings in your life. So Shanmukha Mudra. So the dwara that we will be closing in this practice is the 2 eyes and the nose, which is 1, and then the 2 ears, and then your mouth. These are the dwaras. This nose is considered as 1 actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Mouth 6. So in other sutras, in other scriptures, there are also something that is written as 9 dwaras. 9 dwarangal அப்படி சொல்லுவாங்க. When it is known as 9 dwaras, it is referring to both the ears, both the eyes, 4, both the nostril, 6, the mouth, 7, the reproduction organ, 8, and the rectum, 9. These are known as the 9 dwaras. What is this 9 dwaras? This 9 dwaras is where our energy escapes from our body. Whenever we when we smell something, our energy escapes from it. When we see something, our energy is involved in the seeing. When we hear something, our energy is involved. When we want to detoxify something from our body, our energy is involved. When we want to procreate, we want to have a relationship with others, that involves energy. So from these 9 doors only, energy escapes out from the body. In other scriptures, it is written also. In certain scriptures, it is written this nose is actually considered as one. So let us not dwell too much onto that. Let us go into the practice. The most important part is the practice. So it's very straightforward, simple mudra, where you will be actually using the thumb to close this part of your ears. This part of your ears, you will be closing it inwards. You'll be closing it inwards. So in the like that, you just close it inwards, and then your index finger will be closing the eyes, and then your middle finger will be closing the nose, and the ring finger will be closing the mouth, and the little finger will be closing below the lips, like that. So everything will be closed. You have to do this on your own, because I won't be able to give instruction. You'll be closing your ears. So you have to listen to my instruction now itself. So you'll be closing everything, but your nose will be open. So you will inhale deeply, and then you will close your nose. After you close your nose, just observe whatever that is happening within you. No need to do anything else. No need to do anything, nothing else. You just observe whatever that is happening within you. That's it. After that, when you cannot hold the breath any longer, open up the nose only, exhale out, and then inhale again, and then close the nostril again, and then stay. Just observe whatever that is happening within you. So the goal is to shut down the senses and to feel who you are in your true self. So when you inhale, you are inhaling the prana from the universe, from your surroundings. Now, when you close all your senses, you will be able to divert your attention inwards. And then you will be able to observe the energy that is circulating within you, the pranic energy, the universal energy. So you inhale, then you close your senses, you observe what is happening within you. And then you will feel really, really good about it. And then you will release, and then you will inhale again, observe. And then it's like doing a worship. You're going to the temple, you're looking at God, and then you're worshiping like that. And then you're opening your eyes, seeing again, and then once again you worship like that. Similarly, you're worshiping your energy that is dwelling. உனக்குள்ள இருக்கிற அந்த சக்தியை உணரக்கூடிய ஒரு பயிற்சி முறை இது. Rida, you understand what I'm saying? Can you follow? Is the instruction clear? Okay. Now all of you do your own practice. You understood the instruction. So do it 5 times, enough. 5 times. So you inhale, and then close the nostril, hold it. After you cannot hold it any more longer, open up, exhale. And then once again, inhale, close, and then observe whatever that is happening within you. Make sure the ears are firmly closed. Eyes relax, like that. Ring finger, close your mouth, like that. Okay, you can start now. Make sure you write down all the instructions correctly so that you don't miss out in future. If you do this wrongly, the effects will be wrong as well. These are mudras. Mudras are very highly sensitive practice. Wrong practice will bring great consequences. So must make sure it will have effect on your mental as well as your physical energy layer. So if your asanas goes wrong, you may have pain in the body. But if mudras goes wrong, you will have disturbances in your energy, in your mind, all this. So make sure all the instructions are very clear. Even in future, if you are not sure, always consult me before. You cannot do trial and error for this. Asana can do trial and error. You may injure here and there, you will learn that. This one you cannot. If you do wrongly, wrong consequences. Be careful. என்ன சொன்னேன் அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம சொல்லிக்கிட்டு Kechari Mudra. Now comes a very sacred mudra. This is a powerful mudra mentioned in many yogic scriptures, Hatha Yoga scriptures. Kechari Mudra. Kechari means what? Kechari means, Kechari, the word Kechari means transcending to the divine. That is the meaning. Kechari. It's two words actually. Chara means chara. Kechara actually. The word is two words. Kech and chara. Chara means ways. How to go. Cara, Malay word, cara. Macam mana cara nak jumpa Tuhan? Cara, cara. Kech means, here means divine, divine energy. So Kech chara means the chara, the ways to reach divine. So transcending to the divine. In the context of the word is transcending to the divine. That is Kechara Mudra. Mudra means seal. So you apply the seal, and the seal is the way to reach God, like that. It's mentioned in many yogic scriptures, Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Shiva Samhita, Jaranda Samhita. I think many scriptures. You will find it in across many scriptures. Very popular mudra. What it helps, one of the main thing that it is used, it helps to manage or greatly manage thirst, hunger. So if you're always feeling hungry, Kechari Mudra. Always feeling thirsty, always want to drink some Kechari Mudra. It was a practice very prevalent among yogis those days because the yogis have very limited supply of food. When they are living high in the mountains and in the jungle, they have very limited supply of food. So they cannot consume anytime that they want. So like us also, because of the way that we have been living nowadays, there are many types of food that is available. Even in the morning I was speaking. In the animal kingdom, if you see, in the animal kingdom, if you're a tiger will eat only certain things. A tiger will go and hunt or man அடிச்சு சாப்பிடும். ஆமா இல்லையா? Okay, man. Okay, today I will eat man. Man means a deer. Today I will eat a deer. Today I will eat my deer. Then next day it will eat. Okay, today I will eat a rabbit. It will decide. It will not decide. Today I will eat maybe some strawberries. Tomorrow I will eat some andamarina. It has very strict code of conduct. These are only, it's like that. Cow also will eat. Okay, today I will eat. I will daily eat only grass. That's what I want to eat. It will not go and eat chicken, mutton, like that. It won't eat. It has very specific. But Manushya, human beings, everything he will eat. From whatever that he can set his eyes upon, he will eat it. Whatever that is reachable, he will eat it. He has no set of conduct, no certain set of conduct, like that. So the more that we eat, the more we have tasted, the more entangled we will become. If you have tasted 100 foods in your life, if you have tasted 200 foods in your life, your mind will be entangled across many type of foods actually. So when the hunger will always be there, the attachment towards this food will always, that is why people say eat simple food, simple, not very complex and easy food, and try to keep your food not too diversified. It dries a bit of this thing. If that is your culturally, that is your food, then continue eating that. when you go across culture, trying to eat something that other people are eating in another climate condition or another geographical location, that's when problem starts. That's when problems start. You will start having imbalances in the body. All these things will start coming. Your body is always thinking about this food. Now, to control this, Kechari Mudra. Kechari Mudra will help greatly. So this is also introduced for people who want to control their weight, who is interested about weight loss. So Kechari Mudra is a powerful technique for that is related to weight loss also. The technique is very simple, but the benefits is great. Benefit is great. Now, how do you reach the divine? Through controlling your anger, by controlling anger. First, you must control the anger. If anger also you cannot control, how to reach the divine? Isn't it? So that is why maybe they say. அதனால தான் வந்துட்டு நீ சாப்பாட்டை பாரு, தண்ணி, இந்த basic, all the basic survival things that you are depending on. If you can control that, then divine is possible. If these things also cannot control, very difficult pa அப்படின்னு சொல்றாரு. Like that. Understand? So it's easy. How to do this? When you can do this first. Both Shanmukhi Mudra and Kechari Mudra can be practiced anytime. Before meal, after meal, all can be done. But preferably before meal. But after meal also can be done. Anytime it can be done. Before sleep, can be done. First thing waking up, can be done. In the office, can be done. Working, trying to relax your mind, can be done. All these things. Menstrual cycle can be done. So it transcends across all limitations, certain limitations. Like asana, you cannot practice when menstrual cycle like that. It's not like this. This one you can practice across all. What else is there? For pregnant women, yes, can practice, especially Shanmukhi Mudra, very good for pregnant women. So if you have someone who is who knows someone who is pregnant, recommend them Shanmukhi Mudra. Okay. Now, Kechari is very simple. When you roll your tongue, you must roll your tongue upwards like that. So you will curl your tongue in a backward fashion. So in a backward fashion, the tip of the tongue will touch the back palate of the mouth. The tip of the tongue will touch the back palate of the mouth. Remember, the tip of the tongue will touch the back palate of the mouth. Actual Kechari Mudra, it has to touch the back of the throat. Actual Kechari Mudra, it has to touch the back of the throat. What we are doing now in the name of Kechari Mudra is known as Nabo Mudra. It's known as Nabo Mudra. Nabo. N-A-B-H-O. Nabo Mudra. People say this is Kechari Mudra, but in the scriptures it is clearly written the tongue should be curled and should block the air passage. Air passage. You know, where is the air passage? It's the back of the throat, isn't it? So it will revert and then go to the back passage. So until then you have to train. So, but those things is a bit tricky to go all the way. So what is recommended closest to Kechari Mudra is Nabo Mudra. Nabo Mudra gives the exact same benefit. It controls hunger, it controls thirst, and all these things. It gives the same exact benefit. So you will curl your tongue and then lock it in that position without moving it. So you will lock it. Like that. You lock and then stay. You should not. Should not go in right and left or front and back. If you go front and back, right and left, it changes the effect of the mudra. Then it is known as the Manduki Mudra. If it dances, it is known as the Manduki Mudra. It will create poison in the body. Yes. Manduki Mudra. Adanchana. So Adama Patagun. So should not shake. It should be stagnant. So revert பண்ணிட்டு So when you close your eyes, you revert, touch the just the tip மட்டும் தொடுங்க. அந்த நாக்கோட அந்த நுனி இருக்குல்ல, அந்த ஆக மேல அந்த டிப்ல மட்டும் தொட்டுட்டு ஒரு 30 செகண்ட் அப்படியே இருங்க. Try, do, everyone do. Try first. Touch the tip like that. Revert, keep your spine straight. You must keep your spine straight, elbow, shoulders relaxed. And then revert, open your mouth like big, but lips are closed. After 30 seconds, you relax. Okay. Now, you now see this. After that 30 seconds, after you have done the 30 seconds, you will feel like there is a liquid. Some of you may feel there is a liquid that has formed in the back of the throat like that. That liquid you have to swallow. You swallow that liquid. That liquid is like your food, like that. So you will swallow that liquid, and that liquid is the one that will help you to control your hunger or your thirst, like that. Now, when you place your the tip of the tongue at the top palate of the mouth, it will create numbness at the top palate of the mouth. When it creates numbness, it will help you to control your taste buds. It won't you would not you will not feel like tasting a lot of things and the control பண்றதுக்கு help பண்ணும், because there is numbness. Your tongue will feel numb. Your tongue will feel numb, the top, because it has been locked in the top position for a prolonged period of time. So your tongue will be அது கொஞ்சம் அமைதியா இருக்கும். The tongue அமைதியா இருந்தா நிறைய நல்ல விஷயங்கள் நடக்கும். isn't it? The tongue keep quiet, lot of good things will happen in our life. The tongue is the one that is going go outside and bring problems. Isn't it? Vacha, speech. So like that, revert and then hold. So after that 30 to 1 minute, you have to hold a minimum of 30 seconds, a maximum of 1 minute. So 30 to 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute you hold, and then you release and then swallow that liquid. Do 5 times. Do now. Keep your spine straight. If you have any questions, you ask me. I will let you know. தண்ணி கொண்டு சுடு தண்ணி போட்டியா? நான் போட்டுருக்கேன். ஆனா இப்போதைக்கு தண்ணி கொண்டு வா. சரி, பல்ல வேணாம், இது மட்டும் கொண்டு. Master, feel a bit cooling. Yes, you may feel. If you are a cool person, you will feel a bit cooling. Do 5 times. Very powerful mudra. All this you will find immediate benefit. These practices. Yeah, Once you are done for 5 times, Navo Mudra, Kechari Mudra, can do Kechari Mudra after Navo Mudra or Navo Mudra and then Kechari Mudra. Both can be done one after another. Once you're done with this, lie down, take Shavasana position. Once you're done, take Shavasana position. Otherwise, you continue, finish up your Kechari Mudra. Breathing is normal, dear. Breathing is normal. You don't control any of your breathing. Just normal breathing. Throughout the practice, breathing normal. Nabo Mudra, dear. Nabo Mudra, touch the top of your roof. Kechari to the back of. Yes, correct. That is correct. That is correct. Top back palate of the mouth. That is Nabo Mudra. This Nabo Mudra. Now there is few things. One is when you move to the top, the first portion is you will feel like there is a rough surface. That rough surface, if you the Varasanama, you will feel like there is a rough surface. That rough surface, if you go in Goso like that, if you go in Varasanama, that is known as Manduki Mudra. Manduki Mudra, Varasanama. If you keep it stagnant and then maintain the position, you know, where you feel a bit of rough surface, slightly back from the rough surface, even further, slightly back from the rough surface. If you just touch the tip, you will understand that. You will realize that. If you touch the tip and then make it stagnant, don't shake it. That is Nabo Mudra. If you rotate all the way to the back of the throat, that is Kechari Mudra. But to rotate all the way, you must cut this part a bit. It is not recommended for all of you. Not recommended for any of us actually, including me. There are other ways to reach the divine. We use that. Okay, lie down and take Shavasana, rest. Legs apart, hands apart, palms facing upwards. Close your eyes. Relax yourself. I'm going to mention each part of your body. As I mention each part of your body, visualize that the particular part of the body is relaxing. Visualize the particular part of the body is relaxing. Relax your toes, relax your ankle, relax your feet. Let your feet rest sideways. Relax your knee, relax your thigh, the back of your thigh. Put it in. Relax your pelvic area, relax your abdomen, relax your lower back, relax your chest, relax the back, relax your upper back, relax the back of your hands, relax your fingers, let it curl naturally, relax the pit of your throat, relax the back of your neck, relax your entire facial muscle. Keep your lips slightly apart, your tongue resting at the bottom palate of your mouth. Keep a light smile on your face. Relax the tip of your nostril, relax your cheek, relax the space in between your eyebrows, relax the corner of your eyes. Keep your eyelids soft, relax your forehead, relax your head. Your entire body from the top of your head to the tip of your toes is now completely relaxed. Your entire body from the top of your head to the tip of your toes is now completely relaxed. Breathing in, breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. As you inhale and exhale, visualize that your body is getting heavier and heavier, and you are sinking into the state of deep relaxation. And you are sinking into the state of deep relaxation. You're feeling deeply relaxed. You are slowly letting go of yourself. And surrendering completely. Tell your mind, by doing yoga, my body is completely healthy. Reaffirm yourself. Reaffirm in your mind that by doing yoga, my body is completely healthy. My mind is calm and composed. My mind is calm and composed. I'm feeling healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually. I'm feeling healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually. Completely let go of yourself and go into the state of deep relaxation. Stay, stay in the position of Shavasana until I wake you up. Slowly come back to yourself. Move your hands, move your legs. Turn to your left. Use your right hand to come up to a seated position. Bring your palms together. Rub it in until there is heat. Place it on your eyes, your face, your shoulders, your entire body. Once again, on your eyes, your face, your shoulders, your entire body. All right.